Hi everybody, welcome to the stream. Welcome. Hope you guys having a good day, or hoping that you guys have better days ahead. This is Marlon here. This is episode 91 of Mushroom City of Minecraft. Today, well, of course, like every other streams, first hour I talk about the weather. Second hour I play Minecraft, or Kingdom Hearts 2, or whatnot. Anyway, this is, in terms of weather, it's crazy out there. How crazy? Okay, let's start off with looking at the map that you guys are seeing right now. There are 25 active weather alerts. Most, they're U.S. Actually, storms, active weather alerts. 2 special weather statements in Pennsylvania and Ohio. And then there are others that have not been accounted for, but we'll see about that. Anyway, let's move on. We do have 12 red flag warnings all across the country. No winter ones right now, folks, but I do see that there are plenty of special weather statements outside of Pennsylvania and Ohio. But we'll just get right on to it, folks. So, without further ado, okay, so we do have an area of low pressure just sitting on the southeastern corner of New England, right off of Boston. Hey, Wild, welcome. Hope you're having a good day, or hoping that you have better days ahead. So, how was your weekend? How was yesterday? For me, well, it was more of a relaxing weekend. Had a nice lunch with the family and such. Yeah, and right now, well, back to my regularly scheduled program, but yet it was miserable, is what I would say. I don't want to go into details, but all I can say is that I'm glad that I'm here, and that I'm ready to talk about the weather. And also, how's the weather in your area, Wild? Okay, now let's see what okay, so we do have a stationary front just located right along the New England coastline from Boston and Nantucket and Martha's Vineyard all the way to Maine, and then becomes a warm front right through the southeastern tip of the Canadian Maritimes. My infection's pretty much cleared now, so I'm doing fine. Okay, that's good. I mean, I think I remember that you were still recovering. And now, okay, oh yeah, there is a cold front, but just offshore though, and as well as offshore from Miami and South Florida. And this means that all that cold air is starting to take effect throughout the eastern half of the country. We do have a stationary front that starts from Mexico, right along the Rocky Mountains and the western part of the Great Plains region, but it transitions into a stationary front in the western Dakotas. Areas of high pressure are dominating throughout Oklahoma, western Colorado, the Great Basin, southern Idaho, in an area of low pressure located over the Colorado River Valley, right between California and Arizona. And we do have a cold front that's over the Pacific Northwest right now. Today was mostly clear with a low of negative 7.5 degrees Celsius, or negative 18.5 degrees Fahrenheit, and a high of 0 degrees Celsius, or 32 Fahrenheit. Ah, okay, so pretty cold. Wow. Looks like winter has begun for you. Or rather, based on where you live, it'll become a lot more like winter when temperatures drop even further, if I'm not mistaken. Now let's take a look in the northeast. Well, I might as well just switch to winter radar right now and just play for it right now. Okay, so there's not going to be much clouds right that you guys are going to be seeing. It's only just precipitation. Throughout my area, we've had some showers, heavy rain, maybe a few rumbles of thunder, but nothing too significant. Yet it is moving towards the northern part of New England. But as you can see, just recently, the freezing line has started to move towards the east, bringing in extra super cold air into upstate New York, Vermont, and even Pennsylvania, all the way down towards West Virginia, and even the mountainous parts of Virginia, too, on the Blue Ridge Mountains. And then you had some showers located south of Washington, D.C. Buffalo, they're experiencing some snow right now. Had a bit of snow yesterday, but nowhere near as much as on the eastern Great Lakes and parts of Quebec. Flurries. Yeah, it's quite common throughout the winter, where you don't get a lot of snow. Even on sunny days, you do get a few flurries here and there. But it does get worse once there's a lot of moisture involved. And now let's take a look down the Mid-Atlantic. We do have special weather statements. Now, what is this? It's quite different from thunderstorms. Well, actually, this one is about drought and the increased fire danger. But all of this is just more of a precautionary type of thing, where we're not getting any thunderstorms. Oh, but on the other hand, there is going to be some winter weather. Well, a drought is in the eastern part of North Carolina, the western part, snow. And what about here? They're going to be dealing with some snow as well. And then going down south, in southwestern Georgia, it turns out there is going to be plenty of dry air. Yeah, very chilly air, though. In western Maryland, they're going to get some serious snowstorms. Snow showers involved a few inches of snow. Then we go down south. Okay, yeah, North Carolina. Okay, so Tennessee, it turns out there is a lot of snow that's moving into the eastern half of the state, plus Nashville, with snow showers involved, and as well as the mountainous parts of the Carolinas, and northwest of Atlanta. And yet, all that's transitioning to rain once it's, it looks like a little bit of snow is penetrating through Atlanta. Just a few parts, though. We'll probably take a look at it, once we switch to radar reflectivity. And throughout the rest of the South, it's quite dry. I mean, there are plenty of red flag warnings all along the coast, along the Gulf Coast, as you can see, with the exception of South Florida and Oklahoma. But elsewhere, it's quite dry. In the Midwest, places like the Ohio Valley, lots of snow that's there. And another set of special weather statements. There's a lot of slippery conditions out there. And we do see some lake effect snow coming from the north. Yet they're spreading it towards the south-southeast in the past 3 hours from Lakes Superior, Michigan, and Huron, and as well as Lake Erie. They're bringing in some lake effect snow into places like Chicago, Fort Wayne, Toledo, Cleveland, Erie, and Buffalo. And then we go further north. Plenty of wintry weather just north of Detroit. Traverse City, some lake effect snow, Escanaba, Marquette, Sault Ste. Marie. Thunder Bay, your area, while you're not getting any snow, that's good. That's good. But don't let your guard down. But we'll get to the 3-day forecast in just a moment. Though there are some wintry precipitation throughout parts of Minnesota, moving into Minneapolis. Though in the past 3 hours, they've been quick moving from what it looks like. But yet there have been some rain and some wintry mix that's located throughout parts of North Dakota. Elsewhere throughout the Great Plains and the Missouri Valley, it's quite dry for the most part. South Dakota, maybe a few showers in a few places. Then throughout the northern Rockies and Montana, just some rain in a few places with some wintry mix and freezing rain, sleet. Yeah, bring in some rain throughout northern Idaho. Earlier, there were some wintry precipitation involved, though not snow, though. Elsewhere, you do have dry conditions like Wyoming, Colorado, Utah, Nevada, and as well as the desert Southwest, all clear. And you go to California, also clear as well since the past 3 hours. Then we go up to the Pacific Northwest, some showers in the form of rain moving into the Cascades, and then going over. Earlier there were some wintry precipitation, freezing rain or sleet, but all that started to melt once it moves to the east, and with warmer temperatures, making freezing frozen precipitation warmer, back to rain, I should say. Though they have been affecting places like Yakima, Spokane, and yet it's still happening. Seattle, 3 hours earlier, and Olympia too. They've had some showers, but all that subsided. And just about an hour later, and then all that moved eastward. And now, let's focus in on here, but right now I just need to go here just to show you guys. Now I'm seeing things. Okay. Start off in the Northeast. Virtually much of the Northeast, they have some west northwesterly winds blowing at around 15 to 25 miles an hour, blowing towards the sea. But folks in Maine and eastern New England, they've had winds that were coming from onshore, but then they shift back towards Boston, where there is a surface low that's located near Boston. But yet winds are a little lighter, though. It's up to 20 miles an hour, though. Similar story down the mid-Atlantic in West Virginia, though. The Carolinas too, Georgia, Tennessee, parts of Alabama, and Mississippi, northwesterly winds blowing up to 20 miles an hour. Florida also have northwesterly winds blowing up to 25 miles an hour, but the Florida Keys, though, they're blowing at around 25 to 35 miles an hour, coming from the northwest. Arkansas, Louisiana, somewhat lighter winds, but mostly they're blowing towards the south, though, blowing up to 20 miles an hour, but definitely stronger down around New Orleans in the southern part of Louisiana, but going down the Mississippi and the Delta, blowing up to 35 miles an hour. In Oklahoma and Texas, eastern parts of those states, it's a little light and variable, but in the western part of the state, winds are moving to the north at up to 20 miles an hour. In the Midwest, you have winds that are generally blowing towards the southeast, blowing at around up to 25 miles an hour. Across the Mississippi, in Minnesota and eastern Dakotas, winds are moving to the north, but some places they're blowing up to 30 miles an hour. The western Dakotas, winds are coming from the west, shifting to the northeast, and up to 25 miles an hour. In Nebraska, Kansas, winds are moving to the north at up to 25 miles an hour as well. Iowa, Missouri, winds are shifting towards the southeast at up to 20 miles an hour as well. Then you go to the west. Much of the west have light and variable winds, particularly in much of California, the Great Basin, parts of the desert Southwest, Idaho, and parts of the Pacific Northwest. But Montana and Wyoming, their winds are moving to the east. Generally, they're blowing up to 30 miles an hour, but a little stronger in the southeastern part of the Wyoming. In eastern New Mexico, winds are moving to the